Like many old homes, Chapline House once had shutters on most of its exterior windows. We know this because the hardware is still there, telling us the story. In some places the original hinges are right there on the trim, and in other places you can see the marks where they were removed long ago. Today only 2 sets remain, both in the basement level. But historically, shutters played an important role. They protected the house from harsh weather, shielded furniture from strong sunlight, and, of course, added beauty. In true Victorian fashion, even the most practical features were designed to be elegant. There are 2 sets of shutters downstairs. I'm going to remove both sets of shutters and clean up the hinges. The pair of shutters on the left window are used quite frequently, and the hinges are loose where they attach to the window frame. So I'm going to do these 2 things, the doors and the trim, as separate projects. And the reason is that it may take a while to do each one of them. And since I need to work around the possibility of rain and or other things that we have going on, plus the limited time that I'm actually here, it makes sense to first I'm going to take these shutters off. Then I'm going to strip and repair all the stuff around the hinges so that the hinges can be attached securely. I'll be using the Abatron liquid wood and the Abatron to repair those. And right here it looks like there was some sort of repair done, and it may not have been done well, but something was also primed and painted. So that's here. And on this side, I can't lift the shutter off because there's so much paint on the trim. So the first thing I'm going to do is try and strip that off, and then I'll be able to take the shutter off and get to work on the trim. Since this wood is so covered with paint, and these hinges are as well, I may be removing these hinges, getting them in the crock pot as part of this process too. But what I'm not going to do right now is remove the plywood here or strip this side of the shutter, just because I don't want to run out of time. On both pairs of shutters there is a whole bunch of paint. Well, first there's a piece of plywood that is attached to the outside of the shutter, and it's attached with a lot of screws. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use PeelAway to remove the many layers of paint, particularly around the shutter itself, the frame of the shutter, and the portion on the outside of the piece of plywood where all the screws are, because we need to get in and get those screws out so we can remove the plywood. Then we can see the condition of the shutter beneath it. The PeelAway works pretty well on the flat surfaces, and many layers of paint come off when you peel the paper off. However, for the screw holes, we still had a whole bunch of digging and taking a screwdriver and little picks and pulling out all of this stuff. Apparently there was some wood filler or something put in addition to the paint to cover all the screws. Just like I was afraid of, it took quite a while to do that, and we didn't capture that on film.
There it is. A lot of wood filler in our future.
This is the inside of the door. It has hardware that allows us to close the door, the shutters, and I'm going to take it off and put it in the crock pot.
How long does it take for that stuff to dry? Like overnight? We gotta wait till tomorrow to...
Well, there's two things here. We're using the liquid wort first in equal amounts, and then it needs to chill for 5 to 10 minutes after we mix it up. and then we can apply it, and then we should wait about an hour. The other one.
Some of these look like they were painted gold or bronzy colored, and then now we've stripped the later coats of paint off for the most part, but there's still some gold left that didn't come off. So it's just going to be what it's going to be. That's it. I mean, would other people paint these things again? I just don't want to paint them.
I wouldn't. I think that we should leave them natural, and when you open the shutters, then you're able to take them off at any point in time. Move them around. Take them off and wash them.
They're not caked in paint.
Right. And they can't just be lifted off if they're closed. That looks a lot better.
Yeah.
It'll keep it from rusting. They're just gonna have to look worse before they look better.